Say I'm the biggest, the largest.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest.
It's called a promo, kid.
Shut your
and
mouth,
if you want to
John.
be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it. So go ahead.
Acknowledge me. These people, these are all my people because they acknowledge me. Let me talk to you. I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Me and my hot husband are the greatest wrestling couple of all time.
Make sure he hoards all that money so he can give it to all the new ex-WWE guys he keeps bringing in. That can't lace my goddamn boots!
But wait a minute, at one point that would have been you and your...
Everything I touch turns to gold. There is nothing I can't do.
You can't see him anymore.
Hey, say I'm the biggest, the largest.
Yep. Welcome back to another episode of the Budget Cut Podcast, brought to you by DopeContent.com and MT Darkness, ladies and gentlemen. As you see, we kind of went a little old school here. We kind of went, if you remember us from the Melon days, we kind of went back to the Melon days today. Streamlabs took over Melon, and I didn't notice it until randomly after we did our last watch along. What was that? Was that
SummerSlam? Yeah.
Yeah, so we did our last watch along. Then I just randomly just messing around with Streamlabs. I was like, wait, what is this? I was like, this is Melon. So I wanted to give Streamlabs a chance to see if they updated the things that we've had issues with back in the day. But I mean, you know, you don't get to hear my Stream Deck sounds from the people that's watching on my channel. That's one negative. And then what else? The good thing is when I play an intro, like you just saw the brand new intro. Shout out to the brand new intro. Everybody sees it at the same time. So and then you can share videos and yada yada. And we could go old school by adding the guests again. So let me drop this link right here in the comment section. Let me see if I can pin it. If you want to join the show, you can join the show by clicking this link. We're going old school like we used to do. I am seeing my comment on the middle of my screen. That is kind of weird.
It's coming in normal for me, so.
Oh, look, here we go. J Cross, get out of here. You lucky you can't hear my soundboards right now. You lucky you can't hear my soundboard right now. I know Twitch did not send y'all to ad already, bruh. Frosty Tools is saying we just started.
Bro.
What are we doing? We just started, bro. He said go Birds, and I love the trade. So shout out to Philly Sports, aka J Cross. Make sure you follow him.
Hell yeah, go Birds.
Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever, man. Yeah, there we go. That's my response to that. And what trade you talking about, Philly? Let me know what you're talking about, so I know how to react to that. But let me put the link in the chat again. If you want to join the show, today we're talking about. So we're talking some WWE, of course, some AEW. TNA might have a new TV deal. They might be competing with AEW on Wednesdays. If TNA does have a new deal on Wednesdays, what should AEW do with Collision? Should they move it to Thursdays or not? We got all that to go over. We go do the Forbidden Door predictions. Some of these matches don't make sense, but we're gonna do the predictions.
AEW in 2025. There you go.
Lord, bro. Just one of them I'm gonna really get into, but let me see if I can pin this. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to pin this on the YouTube and the Purple app, just so you guys can, if you want to join the show, and when people come in and start commenting, they can, you can see this pin, and I don't have to keep typing it. But while I'm doing all that, Dark, how's your day going, man? How's everything been?
Day's going good. Got a bunch of stuff done around the house. Did some cleaning. It was a low key Wednesday or Sunday for me. I said Wednesday, low key Sunday for me. But the week itself has been pretty hectic. But we always make it towards the end of the week just so we can see our people, right? So how was your week?
Started back school. That's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. My kids are out here. Yep. We started. They started back school. I've been at work 2-3 weeks now, but they just started back last week. So trying to get them adjusted. And now I got both of my boys instead of just my oldest out here now. So it's double the trouble.
Oh snap. Oh shoot.
The message is pinned on YouTube, so if you want to join the show, you can join the show on YouTube. Twitch for some reason is not letting me pin the message saying join the show. Oh, there it is. All right, it is now pinned on Twitch as well. I don't know why it gave me hell to do it on Twitch, but overall, man, trying to get adjusted to waking up early again, bruh. And getting these kids situated is, it's a handful. So and still doing media and music on top of that. So it's just
I be thinking about that sometimes, because the week that I had at work was pretty crazy, and I thought it was crazy for me, but then all these other people are like, because I'm like, I'm going home, I'm going to bed. They're just like, I gotta go home, gotta get the kid ready for the bus, or I gotta drive them there, and I'm just like, oh my god, like I want kids at some point, but that's the type of stuff I'm just like, oh shit.
Take your time.
I'm like, that's enough.
Take your time, buddy.
That's some advice right there.
Yeah, take your time, man.
Don't be in a rush.
You're right. So, but man, let's go ahead and get into it. We're here for a good time, not a long time. We're gonna get into WWE. I guess we can. What do you want to start with? What you want to start with? You let me know.
Let's start with AEW today.
You want to start with Dynamite and how we got to how we got matches? Yes.
Yeah.
So you want me to start? You want to?
Oh, please go ahead.
Because my thing is, you had an opportunity. Jay Cross said all four of them. You had an opportunity to really hit some major stories and do some good things coming out of All In. Mm-hmm. And you just haven't delivered at all. The only thing that's been consistently great since All In, storyline wise, is the Young Bucks, just because it's funny.
Yeah,
right. Like you got every week it gets worse for them, right? They got the bum ass Corbin treatment that they're getting right now.
Yeah.
So outside of that, everything else just kind of random as hell. It's a lot of injuries, but you're bringing them back anyway just to get some matches. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous, man.
Feels like a rush job.
Look, Rob is. Hold on, let's pause for the cause. Give Rob a hand clap. Rob
in here right now.
Yeah, look, he's on
time. Dude, does that mean we got 20 minutes left until the podcast is over?
Yeah, that means we got Yep, it's a short podcast, baby. If Rob is here, it's a short podcast, baby.
Oh shoot. But yeah, no, dope. I agree with you on that. And I don't know if there's a couple of things that could be the reason, this is Forbidden Doors, so this is their joint show with New Japan. And they've had their G1, their tournament, happening around the same time as this. So literally the tournament just ended. Congratulations, Konosuke Takeshita, for being the G1 winner this year. But the tournament just ended, but now all they have is a week to build up to Forbidden Door. And so that's kind of left AEW to just kind of do their own thing. And it's like you were mentioning before, they're just rushing through stuff. Like we got Swerve and Okada just right off the bat, just because he was bullying the Young Bucks, which, other than that, like Okada really hasn't been, fucking with the Young Bucks, even before All In. So, you know what I'm saying? So I thought he was going in a different direction with the Callis family and all that stuff, but now he wants to fight Swerve because of this. So just a small example of this, that type of stuff happening. The card itself looks fantastic, and that's been kind of a staple for AEW. At least these past couple of years, their week-to-week shows are like they're mid or they're good. More so mid lately, but the pay-per-views always fire. Pay-per-views have always been fire. So well, as long as I don't know about how you feel about All In, but as long as you're not sitting there for too long. So
I mean, it's good. It's just All In makes sense for it to be super long because it's their WrestleMania. So
yeah,
but even still, my cord is caught in my mic. Even still, it's a long show just to be at, sitting in stadium seats and it's just a lot. It's just a lot. But again, All In is the place to do it. Now, Forbidden Door is going to be 15 matches.
And they've already got a big crowd for AEW currently. There's 17,000, and there's only like a very limited amount of seats that are left. So they've pretty much sold out. So
pay-per-views are gonna sell because you do get your money's worth and more.
Yeah.
Right. It's
for
just it's just so much like going into it though. It's just Athena and Tony Storm. I'm cool with that.
I was kind of not cool with that. It's happening with both of the. Yeah, I wanted the cash in because that's like a guarantee. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about the MJF cash in. Didn't he not just face Mark Briscoe for the chance to call himself the number one contender? Wasn't that the reason they fought 2 weeks ago? Paige told him to beat Mark Briscoe and you'll be the number one contender. That way MJF can hold on to his contract. Wasn't it the whole point?
And he beat him. And now he's cashing in anyways. You see what I'm saying? Like I just wanted a normal cash in, bro. That's all I wanted. I wanted. With MJF, the sky would have been the limit, man. You could have rode that out for so long. You could have just had. I was kind of hoping that they were going to play out this MJF Briscoe thing for a longer period of time. You know what I'm saying?
I'm actually tired of it.
Oh, you were done with it?
Yeah, bro.
I enjoyed it.
How many times can we see Mark lose the match to MJF? Like he's always losing the match. If it was more of Mark getting some back, it's just Mark just losing.
That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping for it to be. So this is what my plans were. So me fantasy booking. So I was hoping that MJF and Briscoe go at it, right? They have a mini feud with Briscoe coming out on top. Then after that leads to Briscoe and Hangman Page, right? Where they have like a really good feud going down the road. Did they have their match at a pay-per-view whenever later, something like that. And then MJF would cash in on Page. So with that being said, I didn't specifically think that Page should have, or that Briscoe should have immediately gone after Hangman. But I'm saying like sometime down the road when you've built up Briscoe to be even more of a babyface and you have that dynamic going on where there's a babyface and a babyface and then Hangman wins and there's that moment of respect and you're remembering Jay and all of that stuff, then MJF just comes back and takes the title and ruins the moment. So that's what I was kind of hoping for, because that was what's his name? Mark Briscoe's whole thing was that, he was getting revenge for his brother and this, that, and the third. And I actually liked that aspect of his character and all that stuff too, and what they were doing with it. But I feel like, and I say this a lot with Tony Khan's booking, it's like he will run through it so quickly sometimes, not let it breathe. So, but That's bad. That's darkest fantasy book right there.
I mean, it's better than what we're getting booking wise. Now, let's stick with MJF because there's a lot about MJF that ain't making sense. We spent a month and a half of him trying to get in the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah,
and he gets in, and 2-3 weeks later, he's all of a sudden out.
And allegedly, what was going around is that they didn't specify who in the Hurt Business, but they said somebody in the Hurt Business wasn't feeling Max in the group backstage.
It was Bobby.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Real life was playing in the story. It was Bobby.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, they had him just go out, which is another thing. Like, you know, like who cares? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you can't get along, like, you know what I'm saying? Tough it out. Like at this point, you've committed to a story, and it was a good story. You had like a good story, and then you just kind of fizzled out real quick. Oh, there goes the flag.
I'm starting to look at MVP a little. I'm starting to look at all the Hurt Syndicate except Sheldon, because Sheldon just kind of goes as whatever.
He big
right.
chilling. Yeah.
But like when you look at MVP, the way he's been talking, that, you know, we left WWE because we wasn't getting what we want, yada yada, and then you go to AEW,
you getting what you want here.
You're getting what you want, but it's like you're punking everybody else. You're saying who you want to lose to, who you don't want to lose to. Bobby's, you know, MVP, I almost say MJF. MVP is pretty much making it known that, hey, once we do decide to finally drop these tag titles, it's only because Bobby's going to go straight to the heavyweight title. So where does that leave Shelton when Bobby's doing his thing? Adam said, I wonder what happened with Naomi. She's probably pregnant.
That's what.
That's what I'm getting. I'm not, you know, mixed feelings about it. Mixed feelings about it. Big Jim, come on, Big Jim. This wasn't the time to do that, Big Jim. And this was one of her biggest fears, going all the way back to Total Divas. You know, she like, I would, you know, Jim wanted babies. I'll give you babies, but let me retire first. So, but if she is pregnant, you know, congrats, and I'm sorry at the same time. Yeah, because she's on her hottest run,
and we might not see her. This might be another instance of Alexa Bliss, where, you know, she has her kid, and then we don't see her for 2 years, maybe down the road.
Yeah.
So
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's the wrong time for it. It's the wrong time.
Big Jim.
Golly, bro. But
oh shoot,
it's just MJF is just kind of all over the place. He really hasn't even acknowledged, really, unless I forgot about it. Has he really acknowledged getting kicked out of the Hurt Syndicate?
They've discussed it, and they talked about it on Collision yesterday. But they kind of just were like, they're like, what's her name? Moxley's wife, Renee. She was just like, oh, she's like, what about the problems that are going on within the Hurt Syndicate? And they're just like, what problems? We don't have any problems. We got rid of like the dead meat. So I was just like, okay. So and that was kind of weird too, because it's just like, now it's been a few weeks removed from MJF being out, and we're still talking about it. So I didn't know if they were planting seeds for something or what, but I thought it was weird. I thought it was weird.
Look, Adam, if they do that, I would actually feel better, because they got us all. They fooled us all if they did that. And that's what happens. Yeah. So I actually hope they do that, Adam, because right now nothing makes sense to me. It's BS. You got MVP. The rumors talking about MVP don't like Speedball. They kind of played it off as a joke backstage, but you know, that just could have been them playing it off. Maybe he don't like him. I don't know. But stuff like, it's just too much BS coming from backstage that you shouldn't be having to focus on when you're talking about a wrestling company, especially when the wrestling company is not doing a great job telling stories. Okada versus Swerve, kind of random the way it started to me, coming out of All In. And then Okada, only thing he's been doing this whole time is just yelling bitch the whole time as Swerve, right? And then we find out that Swerve is real life injured. He's fighting with an injury, and he's like, I don't care. I'm gonna still wrestle anyway. You got this random ass cage match that just came out of nowhere. Like, Ospreay cut a promo, and it made it seem like he was gonna be out for a while.
He said he was coming and he was going to be out until Forbidden Door.
Yeah,
Are you talking about the promo before, like right after All In?
Yeah, so why have him kind of like it felt kind of sad, like he was about to take a long hiatus.
Yeah.
And then he turned around and said, I'll be back Forbidden Door.
Yeah, I didn't know, because I would have had Ospreay, even if it was this short time of a frame, I would have had Ospreay not be on TV at all and then just come back at Forbidden Door in England. Like, that would have been huge.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still going to be a big pop, but I mean, I just would have waited. It was kind of surprising for me that he just came back and just to announce this cage match. You could have had Moxley do that. You could have had anybody do that. You could have had Darby do that. So, like, you had people on TV. So.
Right. And then what happened to Darby dragging Willa Yuta in the body bag and then challenging Moxley for a one-on-one match at Forbidden Door? And that's the direction we thought they was going. And then Ospreay comes back and attacks him, which rightfully so. That made sense because Death Riders are the people that put him out. So that made sense for him to come back and attack them. But just to turn around and say, me and my friends versus you and your friends. And then as soon as we got back from commercial, it was a full graphic.
Yeah.
Talking about
you want to go over?
Yes, please do. Go ahead.
You want to go over the card? Okay. So we've got Adam Copeland and Christian Cage against Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne. So, and that was another thing too. I can already see you rubbing your forehead.
Go ahead.
But like, that was another thing too, where I think that this match is happening too prematurely. So like, I think they should have waited until I think they're having a show in Canada like soon.
Yeah,
I think it might be All Out. So like, why not just wait until All Out to have that reunion be the main event?
So let me read two comments that's talking about that. Adam says, I think Lashley and them lose the title, so we get FTR versus Edge and Christian in Toronto. Get the tables in the building. Shout out to him. Why waste the ENC reunion in London and not for the pay-per-view in Canada?
Yeah.
It was a little random. It was too quick for me.
Yeah.
Again, this might be just me being old school, get off my yard type of guy. It was just a little too quick for me, especially considering who it was. Like, you're talking about Edge and Christian, Adam Copeland and Christian, like, these guys know how to drag something along and sell it and tell it. Like, I thought we was gonna see maybe a one-on-one first, maybe Christian trying to get his revenge solo versus Nick Wayne and
that would have made more sense. Yeah,
and
that's what should have been on the pay-per-view. It should have been Christian versus a Nick Wayne Nick Wayne at the pay-per-view.
Right, because this is stupid to me. When you have Edge is going after FTR, Christian is going after Nick Wayne. What is it called? A patriarch? What was the name of the
matriarchy now?
Matriarchy.
Yeah.
So they going after two different groups, and then they team up randomly and just they going after. I didn't like that, bro.
And the week prior too, because the whole thing was like Edge was like, go find yourself, right? So the week before, Christian comes out and he does like this whole speech, and in no part of it does he like apologize for anything that he said or anything like that. And he kind of doubles down on this thing that he said in the past. He's like, this is who I am. He's like, da da da. And then he just goes after the matriarchy again. Yeah. Right. So everything leading up to it just seems like it should have been that. And then, maybe you could have had the reunion like in London or something like that, or maybe even after Dynamite of that week. But it was just so quick and they just sped through it. So, like, they're just beating
this is
through
what
so
they do.
many programs.
Yeah. So, I know we mentioned the cash in with MJF. You mentioned that you didn't like it with Athena as well. What's the deal with that one?
This is just purely me being a fan of Athena.
Yeah,
I like and Tony Storm. I like Tony Storm too, but in the Athena side of things, I just really want to see her win the title. For me, it would have been more of a assurance if she just cashed in on a weaker Tony Storm and just did it that way, sort of like Money in the Bank, versus a straight up match, because this shit is locked. And like, I don't know if you have Tony Storm lose right after the match where she beat Mercedes, and Athena's also lost to Mercedes. So I mean, I don't, you know what I'm saying? So there's too many things going against her in this singles match, and that was my whole thing. I was just like, I would have much rather have just seen her cash in on whoever Toni Storm was going to face in London. So
and she's had plenty of times. She had plenty of times to cash in. She's hit her with her finisher a couple of times, and I was like, I'm sitting there yelling at the TV like, yo, sign the contract now. She's down. Sign the contract now, but she wants to do it the legit way. She wants to make it a match. And when I heard that, I was just like, she's probably not going to win.
Like have a match, you could have had like a match where it was just like there's some type of like a number one contenders match, and what's her name? Billy Starks wins.
Yeah.
So then like Billy Starks is like going after the title, and she's pretending to be a face, and her and Athena are getting into an argument. And so she goes to London. They have this banger of a match. And then like at the end, when she's like going to, like she's hurt Toni Storm already, and she goes to shake her hand, but then just like keeps going on the injury and then starts waving somebody out. And then Athena's music plays. Like that would have been so much doper. And that would have been awesome because you were like, oh yeah, Athena's getting this belt tonight. But now when it's going through like now it is, I don't know. So that's my whole thing. That's just my whole thing.
Yeah. Look, if you're just joining on Twitch and YouTube, and you want to actually join the show, the link is pinned on both platforms. So all you have to do is click on it. We'll see you. We only have one rule. Don't get us banned, but feel free to come on and say what you need to say about whatever promotion that we're talking about. If you got questions, feel free to come on. Once again, it is pinned. You can join us. We are going old school here. So, I don't have good hope. I don't want to spoil because we're gonna do predictions, but I don't have good hopes for Athena right now. And what else we have? How you feel about Adams Page run right now?
So far, so good. I mean, it's only been like 1 month out, so I mean, I don't have too much of a problem with it.
Do you feel like it's low key similar to his first run, where they were just kind of putting him all over the card and not really as the main event guy like he should be?
Not now. I guess like I need personally, I need a little bit more time to see how this is turning out. Right now, I like his attitude and stuff like that. I can see a difference. Whereas when he first had the belt, he seemed really insecure about his position as being the top guy. Versus now, he seems like a lot more sure of himself. So that's the one difference that I can see. But in terms of his reign, he's only had, I think, that match against Moxley, the rematch, and now this match with MJF, which I think should be happening later, but that's here nor there. So, but yeah, so we'll see where it goes from here. So,
another thoughts on another wrestler, Ace Austin just signed with AEW. How you feel he's going to be used?
It's not looking good now. He lost against
he's 0-1. Yep, he's 0-1.
So, but we'll see. It's hard to read like his character and see how far he can go when they've gotten rid of so many other mid-card titles, Like they combined the Continental Classic title and they combined the International title. So that's basically now your World Heavyweight Championship. So he's definitely not going to get close to that for a while. And beyond that, I don't know what the TBS title is the only other title there. And I can't remember who has that.
The TNT title. Kyle Fletcher.
Kyle Fletcher. So yeah, Kyle Fletcher has that right now. So
yeah,
I mean, like that's the only mid-card title he can go for. And I mean, he would probably be wrestling on a good, he would fit well on Collision wrestling for the TNT title because that's just like purely the wrestling show, and he looks good on that. So if he's going for that, then maybe, but that was my only thing coming out of it. I was just like, I don't know what he can go for. And I was hoping that he didn't get the speedball treatment too, because I love Mike Bailey, but they kind of did him and
Kevin Knight
partner, Kevin Knight, kind of dirty on the lead into All In. And it's just like, well, if you're going to book them like that leading into a title match, at least have them win because, they're a good tag team, but they didn't even do that. So, like, and I just don't want that for Ace Austin because I like Ace Austin. So,
and ever since they lost that match, they've been doing one-on-ones with like Moxley and whoever, and they've been losing those as well.
Yep.
And I'm so glad you said that. Now I did a gig last night, and the sound man is a hardcore AEW guy, right? So we talk all the time. And I told him last night, because he asked me about Ace Austin, and I said what's going to happen is he's going to be hot for a month, and then he's either going to end up on a Don Callis family, or he's going to end up like Speedball and Kevin Knight. And he was like, well, Speedball and Kevin Knight are doing great. I said, no, they're not. No, they're not. I said, just because they're on TV every week doesn't mean they're doing great. I said, they're not winning anything. They're not getting any momentum. It's really no younger stars right now being pushed in AEW, if you really think about it. Like, they have their swerves, MJFs. The Hurt Syndicate is just killing the tag division as we speak. The trios titles, I don't know why that was a main event Wednesday anyway, but the trios title is pretty much held captive. We finally got a signal from Hook, which that's a weird storyline as well, because Hook went and he got hurt. They brought in Powerhouse. He came back and he seemed to be upset. And then he disappeared again. We didn't see Hook anymore. So now all of a sudden we getting the bat signal for Hook. And then we like, okay, so what? What does that mean? Like, who cares anymore? Adam said, how is Max Caster a face now? I did not know he was a face. I don't watch Collision. Is he a face?
It's yeah. I was actually I had that same question watching what I was watching, because it seemed like, so Renee was interviewing Max's old partner, Anthony Bowens. And Anthony was just super pissed off about how like Max was getting cheered and this, that, and the third. But the way that he was acting was just like, I don't know, like it was like overly aggressive towards him, and it wasn't in like, it was like in a heelish way.
So he's the heel now.
I don't know, because Max is clearly the heel. So I was very confused watching that. I didn't know what was going on. So if he was trying to portray just being annoyed by Max, then it didn't come off good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was very weird watching. So that's a good point. That was a good point.
So let me get this straight. You break up one of the hottest tag teams in your company's history, probably the hottest tag team, most over tag team in your company, right? At one point, you split them up. You bring Bowens back on the pre-show of a pay-per-view to beat Max in like 3 minutes. You never do any other follow-up with it. They both go their separate ways and start losing. And now all of a sudden, Bowens, who was the face, is mad because Max is getting cheered.
Yeah.
And now Bowens is about to be the heel.
That's what it looks like. And he's just going, he's going like, he's losing every week. What's happening right now? It was very weird. You should watch. It's like a 2-minute video on YouTube. I recommend people watch it. If they, you know, if everything in your life is going good right now, and you're just like, man, I'm not confused by anything in this world right now. Everything's making so much sense. Just go and watch that video, bro. Because I was like, what? Oh man.
Good Lord, AEW. Yeah. Like this man Tony Khan needs to let people help him, man. Like, because it's so much that don't make sense. I agree with you with the Athena thing. Let me see if I can find this video. But it's just so much that don't make sense. Ace Austin, we was talking about him just now. But like I said, he'll be in the Don Callis family, or he'll just be one of the guys that flip around like Tony. Well, I can't even say Tony Nese anymore because I haven't seen him.
Yeah.
But Ricochet was hot, and they put him with the Anarchy, and I was like, okay, this is good for the Anarchy, but they really haven't done anything with him.
Oh, the Gates of Agony, yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah, Gates of Agony. There's so many freaking names, I don't even know who.
Yeah, you could, bro.
With. Yeah, Gates of Agony. So they put him with the Gates of Agony, and really hasn't done anything with him. So it's just like, okay, you use Ricochet to try to build them up, but you actually killed Ricochet, who was one of your hottest heels, because you have nothing for them. They should have immediately went after the trios titles.
Yeah.
Like immediately, and they should have won. Like, I don't get it. Like, what are we doing? Stalking, what's good, man? Appreciate you joining. If you're on YouTube, thank you for joining. Hit the like button. Helps the stream go a long way. I don't know why he always put this damn dog
in there.
Yeah. But If you want to join the show, you want to talk about what we're talking about, click the link. It is pinned on both platforms, so you'll be able to join the show. Only thing we ask is don't get us banned. That's it. Easy. You can come talk to us. We'll talk back. We're friendly. We're not these other podcasters who cuss you out just because we don't agree with your opinion. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say no names, but y'all know who I'm talking about.
We're not okay. Never mind. I was gonna say a name, but hey, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, you can. Hey, I'm trying to be good for once. I'm always the guy that's calling folks out, but I'm gonna try to be good for once.
But yeah, other matches that we got. So we've already discussed our beef with Hangman and MJF, Kazuchika Okada and Swerve Strickland, Tony Storm, Athena. So then some other matches, and like these were definitely because of the G1. Well, in one case, it was definitely because of the G1. We have Zack Sabre Jr., who it was official last night that his opponent for Forbidden Door is going to be Nigel McGuinness, which that will be a good match in England.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Where did they come from?
So they had
Nigel was done.
No, he's still wrestling. He wrestled. I actually just found out that he wrestled Lee Moriarty in Ring of Honor. Like sometime before, I don't even know when it was, but they put a video on YouTube, and I didn't even realize that it had happened. I was very confused, but I guess they had a number one contender match last night. They called it the Technical Spectacle. 4 technical wrestlers in a 4-way, and so the winner of that was going to face another technical wrestler, the IWGP champion. So it was kind of a foregone conclusion. It's like you knew that the biggest match for that card was going to be Nigel McGuinness. So we're going to get those two locking up on next week. And
okay.
Yeah, what is your thoughts on that?
That's at Forbidden Door?
That's at Forbidden Door in England, yep.
Nigel's going to win. That's my prediction.
That's okay. That's a tough. All right. I like that. I like that prediction.
That's what I got to go with.
This next match, I think. So I'll go over the steel cage match before this match, but we've got the Golden Lovers, Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, who we haven't seen on TV since All In. Darby Allin, and Hiroshi Tanahashi, just thrown in there, versus and Will Ospreay versus the Death Riders, the Young Bucks, and Gabe Kidd, who was also thrown in there. If we dig a little bit deeper into this, my issues are, so Will Ospreay, he said, you get your friends, I get my friends. But I was under the impression that him and Kenny Omega were kind of beefing. It's their last match for the IWGP US title. So for them to just kind of be okay with that, and I know that they had a promo where they're just like, before, because they tagged in Australia. So I know that they had some type of thing where they were just like, all right, we'll be friends for this one match, but we're not cool. So for Ospreay to just be like, oh, that's my friend, I was like, this is kind of weird. And then Ibushi, like, that's just like a rival of Ospreay. Storyline, like the last time that they crossed each other's paths was in New Japan, back when Ospreay was doing his heel run, and he cost Ibushi the title like right after it got revamped to this new version. So I was just like, okay, friend, sure. Darby Allin, Hiroshi Tanahashi, they needed some New Japan talent on that, I guess. But that was just kind of random. But, I can forgive the Tanahashi aspect of things. He's retiring at the end of this year. So when Wrestle Kingdom next year is going to be his last match. So they want to put Tanahashi in here, go for it. But realistically, the only two people that made sense on the face side of things for me was Ospreay and Darby, because both of them got taken out by the Death Riders. They have every right to be pissed off at them.
Right.
But to not go and get like other people in the roster that were hurt by these guys, or because it was like 8 months of the Death Riders just going around killing people. You had a lot of people to choose from. Like, that's just my thing, But go ahead.
Kenny Omega don't want his title back. He don't want his unified title back.
That's what I'm saying.
Like all of a sudden, John Moxley didn't want the Young Bucks at first, right? Remember they was trying to team up with them not too long ago, and he didn't want no parts of them. Now all of a sudden, okay, go ahead, bro.
And the last match on the card so far that is just so crazy to me. So, they also have the Hurt Syndicate and some team. I guess they have it. Their opponents haven't been chosen yet. That's probably going to happen on Dynamite. We're cutting it close. And Mercedes Moné is going to defend her title against Alex Windsor, Persephone from CMLL, and
that's another win.
A Stardom representative. Stardom has still not chosen somebody to be in this match yet.
So they're probably going to try to save it for a big surprise, and then nobody's really going to know who this person is unless you just die hard watch Stardom. So it's not gonna get the reaction that it probably should get. And
this last match, it just came. This was the most random. It was the most random match that they made that I wanted to see. I wasn't angry that it was made. I was happy. I was very excited. I was like, this is gonna be great. But at the same time, I was just like, this is so random. Was Kyle Fletcher and Hiromu Takahashi. This match just came out of nowhere. Like I said before, this match is going to be a banger. I'm excited to see these two go at it. This is going to be dope as hell. But what?
Yeah, I mean, that's really all of them.
That's the card. That's the card.
Except the Athena versus Toni Storm and MJF versus Hangman. They all are pretty random. Like, I mean, you could kind of say Swerve is not random because they've been going at it, but it was random how that started. Because, like you said earlier, like Okada didn't care about the young. He wasn't nowhere. He was in the Don Callis family doing his own thing.
Yeah,
and it's just what. Hey, let's do the predictions. Because I don't want to rant all day. I'll be mad just in there ranting.
So Adam Copeland and Christian versus Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne. Who do you got?
Come on, Edge and Christian. Adam and Christian all day.
Same. So Hangman Page and MJF.
I'm just hoping that MJF is playing some type of game where, because technically you have to sign a paper, right? You can't just yell it. Oh, I'm cashing in, and they don't work like that. But so maybe, hopefully, it's something where he pretends that he signs the paper. And
that's what I'm hoping. What I'm hoping.
Just something. Or if he actually does sign a contract, I hate to say this because I'm an Adam Page fan, but if he actually does sign a contract, let's do what Adam said on YouTube earlier, have the Hurt Syndicate come out and help him win. And they just pull a wool over all our heads. And like, we thought they broke up, and they was like, no, we were just playing y'all the whole time. That was only two things I want to see from that match. So, but I have Adam Page winning and retaining.
I do as well. If MJF doesn't pull some type of trick, that's my only wish is for when MJF loses, if he loses, that they pull some type of Hail Mary and he still has his contract. Yeah. And I know a lot of freaking people on the internet are going to complain. They're just like, oh, I mean, how could he do that? But I'm just like, bro, I don't want him to lose this thing, bro. I need him to cash in the correct way. Okay.
Right.
And that's by cheating. So if he ain't doing that, then he can't lose this contract.
Facts.
So Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nigel McGuinness. You said you had Nigel winning?
Yep.
Okay. I'm sticking with Zach.
Nigel pulls the upset, baby.
Kyle Fletcher versus Hiromu Takahashi.
Oh, Fletcher.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to take the title off.
The title's, I was just about to say, is the title on the line? It's definitely Fletcher.
Yeah. Four-way match: Mercedes versus Alex Windsor versus Persephone versus TBD.
You ain't even got to say the rest of the names. Mercedes is going to win. Like, come on now.
I agree. All right, on to some of the harder ones now. So, Timeless Toni Storm versus Athena.
Hopefully Athena, but I think Toni Storm is going to win, unfortunately.
I'm going to go the opposite because we're both Athena fans and somebody needs to represent her in here. So, on behalf of the Budget Cut crew, I will go for Athena. So, unofficially for Dope, but officially for me,
I hope you're right. I hope you're right, bro. Because I'm saying, but at the same time, like you just had Tony Storm beat Mercedes, who was unbeatable.
Yeah.
And this is the first pay per view afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have her lose already after doing that.
No,
It's mixed feelings because if Tony does win, what's next for Tony? Like you've already beat the two most unbeatable women in AEW, like the forever Ring of Honor.
She has to have another character change. Hopefully hopefully her next character change, she'll just start coming out dressing like Mariah May all the time, like she did that one time. Just good Lord have mercy.
We need to talk about Mariah May too. But Adam, just I know you want Alex Winslow to win, but she's not. Just so don't get your hopes up. But right now, I'm gonna have to stick with Tony.
Okay. And I'm going with Athena. So Okada versus Strickland for the Unified Championship.
Push in the building was good.
Hey, Push. What's up?
Okada just beat Kenny, man. And then Swerve technically could go back to the world heavyweight title picture, and he's injured. You right? So Okada's gonna win.
Oh gosh, I'm having trouble with this because I feel like I don't know the extent of his injury and how much farther he's willing to push it.
Yeah.
I'll go with Swerve. I'll just go with Swerve just to do it because wrestlers are built different, and even if they're hurting like real bad, they'll take that title and they'll keep it going. So I'll say that Swerve beats Okada in London. So the Hurt Syndicate, they don't have a team to go against right now, but do they retain or do they lose the titles?
Well, I mean, where it is, they don't want to lose the FTR. So
yeah.
FTR winning the tournament, so
that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking that FTR is going to win the belts, and I'm thinking
they have to
because they have to go against Edge and Christian.
Exactly, they have to.
I think that title match is going to be in what is it called? What's the place? Is it Ontario? Is that where they're having their?
No, it's in Toronto.
It's in Toronto. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think they're going to want to have that main event, the show, with that tag team title match. So the only way that happens is if FTR wins. So, so that's the card. That's it. That's everything. Oh, the Lights Out Steel Cage match. The Golden Lovers, Darby Allin, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Will Ospreay against the Death Riders. Who takes it?
I'm curious to see what type of cage this is going to be.
How big is this thing going to be? Because when they announced
it's 10 people.
When they announced this, the first thing that popped into my head was War Games, because that's the only thing that can fit that many people. But I don't think they're going to do that. So, like, this is going to be insane. I don't know. This is just going to be crazy. I have no idea what they mean by a 10-man. Like, that reminds me. Do you remember those big, those multi-man matches? Like, they do like 8-man steel cage matches for Lockdown and TNA. Do you remember that back in the day?
Yeah.
Full Metal Mayhem.
Yeah.
Man, I hope it's not like that, because that was, oh man, that was chaotic as hell.
Look,
some of those matches, man. Oh my Lord.
When you have Kenny, who can't wrestle all the time because real life injuries and sickness, whatever, and then you have Blood and Guts Push, and then Steven said their match is Blood and Guts. But so is it gonna be 2 rings? Did they announce that? Because I didn't see that.
I didn't see. I saw a Lights Out Steel Cage match.
Yeah, and what the hell that mean anyway? But it's gonna be dark with a spotlight on the ring only. Like what does that mean?
No. Lights Out is they say that that AEW is not held accountable for any of the shit that's about to go down
because these guys are injured in real life.
And then a majority, that's something I didn't talk about, but a majority of people on this match are actually real life injured. Like Kenny Omega, all his stuff that Dope just mentioned. Kota Ibushi is coming back kind of fresh. So he's probably he's in the best shape that he's been in a while. And he's actually doing his matches have been pretty good. Not up to what they were in the past, but Ospreay's hurt. Moxley, I don't know. I don't know if Moxley's hurt. If he is, then he ain't showing it. But Gabe Kidd literally was in the G1 and got taken out after his first or second match in the tournament, and they took him out because he was going to be on this show. They took him out of the whole G1 tournament. So like you have, and this is going to be his first match back. So you a brutal match, and they're having all these people come back for it. And you have Tanahashi in here. I didn't even mention Tanahashi. This guy is, oh man, his knees, holy smokes, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
and like that's the thing, because no matter if they're injured or not, the people that you got in their cage, they're gonna go all out.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna see Will do something crazy. Moxley's gonna do something crazy. Kenny might be a little smarter now.
Last time Will was in a cage, he pulled off a freaking top rope Spanish fly, or top cage Spanish fly.
Top cage.
And he fucking landed right. He landed right on his hip, bro. That's probably why he's hurting right now, man.
Man,
because he was walking weird as soon as he got back, got out of that match. I was like, oh no. I was like, this is another Edge thing. Oh man.
And I'm just, I thought Moxley. I felt like Moxley deserved a little vacation after losing it all in. Like I didn't like the fact that he went through all that, and then they was wrestling each other in a tag match the very next Wednesday.
And we mentioned that,
like, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and we mentioned that before too, and it does. It's like we've been saying. That should be the name of this episode's podcast, is Russian things, because that's what AEW did with this entire thing. So, oh man.
So I mean, but I think I don't see the Death Riders losing 2 pay-per-views in a row the way they're booking them right now.
I think they will. I'm going with the faces. You're going with the Death Riders?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the whole card?
That is the whole card. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right. While you doing that, I'm going to pull this up. I found the clip that you're talking about. So we were talking. That is the whole card. Predictions of the show. If you're on YouTube, thank you. Please hit the like button. If you want to join the show, let me hide Dark real quick. If you want to join the show, the link is pinned on YouTube, and it is pinned on Twitch as well. So you can click on the link. As long as you got a cell phone or something like that, it'll bring you in. So and you get to talk with us. We're not a-holes. We're not gonna call you names just because you come up with something that we don't agree with, or you say something we don't agree with. We're not that type of people. So Adam, love you too, man. I appreciate you watching, bro. For real. Thank you so much for watching. Anybody that's watching and giving our platform a chance, we appreciate you, for real. So thank you so much. Now, I found a clip that Dark was talking about with Anthony Bowens. I wonder if I could play this, since I'm live on. I don't want to get banned on YouTube for playing this. YouTube don't play. Let me see. Hold on. But I am reacting. I know you're allowed to do reaction on YouTube. I just don't know if they'll ban this. Let's see. We'll pull that up right there. And let's hit play. Hopefully YouTube don't, act up with us.
Glasgow. With that in mind,
I'm going to try to talk a little bit over it too, so they can see that I'm reacting.
Anthony Bowens, as we just heard, for the first time ever, Max Caster is taking his challenge international. I know that you've been looking to kind of get back on track. Do you think
Renee, I thought this interview was going to be about me, but for some reason,
he come off real jealous.
I have to keep hearing the name Max Caster. When the Acclaim broke up, I was supposed to be the star.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Not him. You understand something? I am the pride of professional wrestling. Do you think I pulled that term out of my ass?
That's been losing.
I represent this company. I represent you. Every single week. Last Sunday, I threw out the first pitch at the San Francisco Giants game. The next night, I was walking the red carpet at the Nobody 2 World Premiere, chatting up with my dear good friends Bob Odenkirk and Bill Burr. Yesterday, I was at an awareness event for cancer.
Okay.
Why does Max Caster get the opportunity to go to Scotland, get the opportunity to perform? All he does is lose. He's a loser.
That's facts. Tell me he's lying. You can't tell me he's lying. Like, That's facts. Let's
He's
keep it going.
pathetic. And I, for the life of me, cannot stop hearing the sound of that chant. I can't even tweet. People are putting those little clap emojis. You want to do it too, Renee? Clap.
That's
Clap,
crazy. They
clap,
cheering
clap
for him
your
for
hands.
real.
Do it, Renee. I know you want to. I'm tired of this.
They're chanting right now. That's crazy. I mean, yo, that's hilarious, bro. That is hilarious. He's not lying though. He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. Let me see if Dark is back. Nah, not yet. He's not lying. He's telling the truth. So hey, shout out to Bowen, man. Like he's telling the truth. And that's it for AEW because I do not watch Collision. I believe Dark doesn't watch Collision as well. So it is what it is. If you watch Collision and you want to get on the stream and say something, the thing is pinned. It is pinned for you to come and talk about Collision, but we do not watch Collision. We just watched
watching that. Yeah, I saw you watching.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's telling the truth.
No, he's telling the truth. It's the way that he seemed like super jealous and aggressive, and I was just like, bro, I was like, what? I was like, are you the face in this or what? Like,
yeah,
bro.
And the crowd has started chanting. Yeah, let's go, Max. You're the best wrestler alive. Yeah, so poor Anthony Bowens, man. I would be mad if I was him too, considering how everything's went since. Before we get into WWE, TNA it's rumors. I'm not gonna say they announced. It's rumors that TNA might be getting a new TV deal, and it should come around the time of Bound for Glory in October. And there's been rumors about them doing Wednesdays live against AEW Dynamite. Mm-hmm. There's been rumors about them doing the CW on Wednesday. So CW will have NXT Tuesdays and
TNA on Wednesdays,
which is crazy. We can't see the TNA logo on here, so I'm gonna just put our regular logo back. Which is crazy if that does happen. Now, with that said, I'm not even gonna ask if it's petty because it is petty, even though TNA is not directly owned by WWE at the moment. You can tell this is like a WWE
it's gonna be. It's gonna be.
I don't like that either, but yeah, TKO. I'm not gonna rant on that, but yeah, you got. Is it a smart move to put them up against AEW, even if it's on the CW?
Well, I'll give it to you like this. It was a terrible idea putting up NXT up against AEW in any way, shape, or form.
At that time.
Now with now in TNA, this is a partnership that they have, so they can put talent on there if they want to, but they don't really own any of it, so they wouldn't really be taking any of a risk and a hit to their numbers. If TNA, but also at the same time, let's not be coy or anything like that. Like WWE is the one pulling everything behind like the scenes. They're the ones telling them like, look, you guys need a TV deal. You guys need a good TV deal. Y'all haven't been on like an actual television since like 2010. You know what I'm saying? And we can give that to you if you do what we tell you. You know what I'm saying? So they're basically kind of being the puppet masters of a third company, which they don't even need, and they don't need to take any risk or take any hits or anything like that. I did hear, though, that even though all of this is happening, it's kind of one part of a larger plan, because Trips is still not giving up on counter programming with WWE TV. And I don't know exactly what show it's going to be on both ends, but I think it's All Out in Toronto. I think that same night that WWE is counter programming them with a main roster show. And that would be the first show that would be counter programming AEW at the exact same start time. So they'll both be starting at like 8. So, which I don't know how you feel about that. I'm not a fan of it. me personally, I hate. I like why. Like I just don't want to. If I have to choose between the two, I'm obviously going to choose AEW. I just like watching their pay-per-views more. I think they're a better product when it comes to pay-per-views. But at the same time, it's just like it's like trying to pit two fan bases like that against each other. It's like you already have your fan base, and you're not. The whole thing is to take eyes away from the AEW product, right? But you know, the tribalism online is just like so crazy and so much in one direction. If you like one company, that it's not gonna matter. Even if you are counter programming, you're not losing anything. You're not gaining that much. You know, the people that are gonna want to watch a WWE pay-per-view are gonna want to watch a WWE pay-per-view, and the people that want to watch AEW are gonna do that. So, you know, I don't really care for this way of thinking by Triple H. And I would say that this was kind of the one blessing that we had with Vince, because he didn't even watch any of the other programs to care enough. To him, it was only WWE. That was the only show that existed. That was the only wrestling show that mattered, and he didn't care about any of the other nonsense. And that's the one mentality I would wish. And then the only mentality, I want to make that very clear. the only one that I wish that Triple H would take from Vince. But yeah, what did you think about it?
I mean, it's good. I'll be happy for TNA because, again, like I told somebody last night, I said I will be happy for TNA just because before AEW was around and the main roster sucked, TNA was the AEW for us.
That was the alternative. Yep.
So like, I enjoy TNA. I've been watching this from day one, and I want to see TNA, even though they survived 20 years of all that BS. Like the way they were in 2015, 2016, they should have been dead as a company. Like, but they come around. They just keep finding ways to stay alive, and now they've built to the point to where WWE wants to work with them, and they started working with them, and you start mixing in some of their stars with WWE NXT stars or whatever, and now you have this partnership where it's actually I'm iffy with the wrestling part of it because it's starting to low key go into the area of what AEW and TNA was. Yeah. But I'm gonna wait until Bound for Glory, and I'm gonna tell you what should happen at Bound for Glory, but we'll do that a little bit later. Yeah, it's just it's good for them, but you putting them up against AEW. I think this is the right timing if you're gonna ever do it with TNA versus AEW, because just like back in the day, people were so sick of WWE that when AEW came, it was just hot because it's a new thing. Everybody wants to see what it's about, and it just blew up the first 2 years or whatever. So I think it would be a good time because people will start tuning in on the CW, like, what is this TNA thing about? People who might not even watch NXT or TNA, they might see a new wrestling company. To them, is new, and they like, oh, let's try this out. I've seen it, and they see some familiar faces. Oh, what is Nia Jax doing there? Or you know, like whatever. So, and that'll get them watching because WWE is gonna load them up with talent.
Oh yeah,
on their first show. So yeah, so they're gonna send AJ over there again. They're gonna send, you know, whoever the face the Hardys and all that. So it's good timing. It is because AEW is not doing too great on the ratings and on their weekly shows. Pay-per-views are killing it. The weekly show is not doing too great, but it's good and bad. Now, if they do move to Wednesdays, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and that was another thing that I heard too. Now that you mentioned ratings, was that that was another reason for Triple H wanting that to be on Wednesdays to kind of program them. Was because the way that it's going right now, Tony Khan's gonna get an even better deal with HBO and all that stuff when that happens, because their ratings are doing well enough where they're gonna want to give them more. So he's trying to also counter program them so that the numbers will drop on their side, so that won't happen. So
when I see WWE doing stuff like this and putting Saturday Night's Main Event up against All In and yada yada, and NXT and etc. J Cross said TNA, TNA, TNA. I get it. I get it. Trust me, I ain't gonna argue with you on that. But I on one hand, when it first started happening, I was like, this some BS, WWE. You're petty as hell. You don't need to do this. You're already you're breaking all these records with gates. First of all, that just means you're charging more. You're not getting more people in the arena. You're putting tariffs on the tickets.
Yo, they actually are too. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. They are actually charging up the ass for tickets now. The prices have gone insane. Even for like, it's like what would be the equivalent? I guess the equivalent would be like paying to go to a Kendrick concert because that just happened. If you're going all the way up into the nosebleeds of an arena, like you're still gonna get charged $300. That's what it's like going to a WWE show now, and it's fucking terrible.
It's ridiculous, bro. Like you know, every time they came down here, I was taking my kids Smackdowns, Raws, and all that. I ain't been in about 2 years now.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. So and all this, we're doing numbers and we're breaking records. You just charging more because it was sold out last time you was here, and it was the same amount of people. So like, you can't fit nobody else in there.
Yep.
But it's just stupid. Like it's stupid. But look, hold on. Let's see what Push say. Paying Beyonce ticket price for WWE events, and then oh gosh, yeah. I'm glad you said that, Push, because we forgot to talk about this. ESPN Plus.
Oh,
we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. So let's add that to the list. But
good Lord,
let's stick with TNA WWE. Them being petty. He said
they really trying to run my pockets, bro. That's crazy.
Oh, you might.
You ever watch the Proud Family? You remember the Gross Sisters?
Yes.
Hands up, cash out. That's
every
what
time.
I feel like WWE
every
is doing
time,
right now.
bro. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. So,
oh shit, they sticking us up.
I used to say it's petty for WWE to do that crap, right? But at the same time, I started going back and remembering clips of Tony Khan when AEW was at its hottest, taking shot after shot after shot after shot, calling them the Epstein of wrestling.
Yeah.
Calling out Nick Khan when he called them out because they had just got in bed and started doing stuff with New Japan.
Yep.
Like I remember all of this.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing, man.
You're kind of getting what you're asking for. So,
yeah.
Like, because at first I was like, man, this is some BS by WWE. And then I started going back and started watching all that. I was like, oh, WWE was kind of quiet when all this was happening. And you just piling on. People was cutting promos, piling on. CM Punk was piling on, talking about Night 4 at Wrestle Extravaganza back. Like, everybody was piling on. So now you're starting to get that comeback. And now you trying to act like you don't know this WWE. Remember you sitting at the press conference? I'm not gonna take this effing shit anymore. You remember that? You're taking it right now, Tony. Like they came and snagged AAA from under y'all. They saw you working with AAA. It's like, give it here. AAA is ours now. Now TNA, you worked with TNA. It didn't go so well. Come here, TNA. Let me show you how to be treated properly.
Hey, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I got you, bro.
They rubbing on the kneecaps and the shoulders and all that stuff. Like they're caressing TNA. They're caressing TNA real nice right now. I was just saying, like that other man was too rough on you. He ain't love you, and he ain't respect you. Let me show you what a real one. Yeah. Let me teach you what a real one. Yeah, that's what WWE is doing right now. So like, they asked for it. Like they really asked for it. See, Philly Sports Pro. Exactly. I mean, Tony, he said he wasn't gonna take it, and he's taking it right now. I need Tony to fight back. I need you to come back with that same energy you had when y'all was hot, right? Like, come back. Don't be sitting there talking about everything is fine.
all it takes on AEW's part is just getting another person to be in a prominent position. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you watch WWE Unreal, what did you see? You saw freaking saw Triple H, which, you know, it's Dope's favorite show, by the way, if you guys didn't know that. Dope.
No, the hell it ain't.
He thinks it's a 10 out of 10. But if you've seen that show, you'll see whenever they're doing anything on the creative side of thing, they sit around a table and Triple H is surrounded by like 6-7 people. And then on top of that, he's got people on freaking Zoom call that are all gathered together, thinking about what's the best plan for the storyline. It's not just one person, you know what I'm saying? And Tony probably does go to other people and ask them what they would do in certain situations, but at the end of the day, he's the one, booking most of the show. And he's gone on record saying that. But Triple H, he's got a team. If Tony just gets that team together and he's got the right people there already, you could get like Christopher Daniels behind the scenes with you. Like you could get like all these other people there that are already there behind the scenes with you. The show is just we'll see a huge build in the week to week shows. But for right now, that's where they keep lacking. So
you had Arn Anderson, you had Dustin is there.
Yep.
Arn is not there anymore. You had Jake Roberts, like you know what? I've heard, well, the person that says that the most is JD from NY. So, but I've heard people and say that he's like, oh, he's really like turning into Vince, where it's just his way or the highway. But yeah, signing all these people don't mean nothing if you don't know how to use them. Like that's why when I saw Ace Austin, I was like, I was happy for him pocket wise because I know he's gonna make some money. But it was just like, bro, you probably right now it probably won't be the best time with TNA about to get a TV deal. You probably should have stayed. Josh Alexander, you probably should have stayed. So, Josh Alexander definitely should have stayed.
Yeah, 100%. Right? Holy Christ,
he definitely should have stayed. Ooh, so, but yeah, TNA, shout out to them, man. Real quick, Emergence was a good show, very good show. It was solid. I ain't gonna say it was solid. It was solid. It wasn't great. It had a good start and it had a good finish. So the middle part was just kind of meh, Yeah, I'm trying to think of how can I compare it? What can I compare it to? Maybe I can't even say Saturday Night's Main Event because that was just ass. I don't know. I don't know what show I would compare Emergence to, but let me tell you this: outside of the Hardy Boys, Trick Williams gets the loudest reaction from the TNA fans. So to those who's wondering why he still has the title and doing his thing, listen to the fans. He's supposed to be a heel, and they're doing everything they can to make them boo him. They put him with
First Class,
who everybody hates. They boo First Class, but they cheer for Trick. Like no matter what his promos are killing. Right, Trick is killing it right now.
He's too charismatic. That's the problem. He's too charismatic to be a heel, bro. Like he's just way too charismatic.
Like he's killing it right now as the champion for TNA, and the title looks great on him. Now JC Jane, take the title off her. I'm sorry, like she shouldn't have won. She shouldn't have beat Masha anyway. Like I don't understand what y'all got going on.
This might be a hot take. I've never been a JC Jane fan. I remember back when Fatal Influence, the first iteration of Fatal Influence was a thing. It was Mandy Rose, it was Gigi Dolan, and then it was JC Jane. And I remember back when that was happening, every time I would tune into NXT, I would always say, who was the third person of Fatal Attraction? Because I was just wow. I don't know who she is. Yeah, now she's been on TV for so long, I know who JC Jane is. But that was what it was like for me in the past. And she has not done anything to improve herself in my eyes to me now. So,
yeah, I mean, she was always the third wheel. I mean, they tried to make Gigi the third wheel at one point once they split them up, and she was kind of going over on Gigi. And you see where Gigi is now; she's no longer there. So, yeah, it's like now that they put the title on her and they saw the reaction of everybody saying, "Oh, this is temporary paper champion. They're just doing this to get Stephanie to the main roster." It's almost like Sean is trying to prove a point now. It was like, oh, that's what you think of her. We finna make her a believer, kind of like what they did with Mandy. When Mandy won the title, did nobody believe in her like that, and her run ended up being good.
Oh, it was good. Yep.
So yeah,
so somebody found her OnlyFans.
well, there you go. There you go. So, yeah. So I mean, take the title
Steven,
off.
Facts, Steven, facts.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, most definitely, Steven. But back to the last thing I want to say: if they're going to switch, if they're actually trying to get a TV deal by Bound for Glory, what they need to do, I already have 2 matches that need to happen, and I have 2 title matches that need to happen. Now, if you look at NXT, which they're on the screen right now, you see this little fatal, this 8-man tag that happened this past week.
Yeah, Javon went nuts in this, by the way. Just wanted to say that.
I saw clips. I haven't seen the actual show yet. They don't have nothing for Oba on NXT outside of Javon and Trick.
He's unbeatable, bro. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna run that 3-way back. Which, let me say something. I'm all for that because that was my highlight of that WrestleMania weekend. Was that match, that 3-way, and then the women's 3-way that happened. Those are the 2 best matches on the weekend. But yeah, dude, that's the only thing you can do.
Yeah, they have nothing else for Oba right now. So with that being said, what I would do if I'm TNA, I'm sending Mike Santana to NXT, and Mike is gonna come back with that title. So Mike beats Oba in an upset. He comes back to TNA, holding that NXT title up. Joe Hendry come out, and Mike tells Joe, I had to bring this title back because you are the one that lost our title. Because everything, all the losing, the titles and stuff started with Joe Hendry. So they going at it. Trick Williams is going back and forth from both brands, and he's talking to us to Oba for losing the title. Said, not only did you lose it, and I still got my TNA title, and I'm repping 2 brands, but you lost to the outsider. That sets up a fatal 4-way for the winner takes all and Bound for Glory between Mike Santana, Joe Hendry, Oba, and Trick. And Joe should win.
I would love that.
What better redemption story for the guy that started all the losing and losing the titles to WWE than to get it back, and not only get that back, but get the NXT title heading out of Bound for Glory, and then you got a TV deal waiting on you.
I think it's a great idea. I think it sounds like too good of an idea. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think I think it's a great idea.
I think that should happen. That's what I think TNA should do.
Yeah.
And then as far as the other match I have in mind, that's the closing of the show. The opening of the show is gonna be a ladder match. Leon Slater, Javon Evans, Wesley, Mustafa Ali, Cedric Alexander for the X Division title.
That would be an insane match.
That's the opening match. That's the closing match. Whatever y'all want to do in between, y'all do in between. Jordan Grace should win the TNA title back.
I think that I was gonna say. I think that at somewhere in between those matches, I think that JCJ needs to lose the belt. That's all I want.
Definitely.
Yeah,
most
she
definitely.
just needs to lose that. If she loses both of them that night, that'd be great too. But
yeah,
at least one of them, at least the TNA championship for sure. She should not be having that. That's
just
crazy.
saying. Like,
who are the other people on? Who are the other people in her group? You see, it's happening again.
Fallon Henley.
Fallon Henley. Yep.
And I don't know the other girl's name. I can't think of it right now. But they're kind of beefing with each other, Fallon and the other girl.
It's crazy. So
they're probably going to break them
now
up.
It's the opposite. So now I know who JC Jane is, but now she's surrounded herself with people that I don't know.
Hey, what's the other girl's name? I can't think of it right now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yep.
But yeah, okay. Jordan Grace should probably win the TNA title.
You know,
I don't know.
They're probably going to give it to Mariah May. If anybody's going to win that title, I can see Mariah May taking it.
Mariah May needs Toni Storm.
You think so?
She's still cutting promos like she's across from Toni Storm, and like she's in front of the sickos, and it's just not. Those promos don't cut it in NXT in WWE.
Yeah, you don't like
just
those.
Change it up.
You weren't a fan of like the thing the promo she cut on Jordan Grace with all the pictures and stuff.
Calling her fat.
Yeah, pretty much.
She's not even fat anymore. They don't even make sense. Like no, that's no. I did not
I thought
like
it was
that promo
cool.
at all.
I thought it was cool only because it makes Mariah seem delusional. Like in her world, like she's just like, oh, she's like, I'm better looking than her. This is how she looks. It's like she's choosing to ignore the fact that Jordan has like gone through a tremendous like just muscle change and like that she looks fantastic now. But in her head, she's just like, nobody can look as good as me. You know what I'm saying? So I liked it for that reason. So
yeah, it was stupid to me. Because it reminded me of the Piggy James storyline.
That I can see that too. I can see that
so
too.
That's the first thing I thought of was the Lay Cool versus Mickey James and that story. I was like, okay.
That was so crazy too. I remember watching that when I was, oh man, that made no sense to me. I was
Mickey
like, you gonna try? I was like,
fat either.
I was gonna say, I was like, you gonna try and tell me that the baddest girl that you got on your roster is I'm supposed to be unattractive? I was like, hell
right,
no.
Right. So
I was like, what?
It was stupid. That's what I thought of. But Mariah, because like certain things she say, it will catch on with the AEW crowd because it did. Like the certain jokes, like the I don't want to say the word, but the fruity jokes that she makes and the one-liners that she sneaks in there, they don't catch that in WWE. Like the crowd is a little, they don't catch stuff like that. He said, let's talk about Omos and Micro Man. I saw him kick him to the mat. That was hilarious.
Oh, yes.
Triple
A.
Yeah, I did not see it. I was go watch it today and I just didn't have time to watch it yet. But that's all I have on TNA. I gave you my Bound for Glory, what should happen, what I want to happen. But at the end of the day, you gotta do something with the heavyweight picture in NXT because it's not looking too good. And low key, TNA really ain't. It's only got about 3 people that's worked it anyway too. So yeah, both divisions need help right now. Triple Mania was good. What, Philly? You watched it? I thought you didn't like Triple. Maybe that was Dave. It was one of y'all that I can't remember. Maybe Dave like it now because it's a WWE product.
Bro, probably. That's highly likely.
Because I feel like I remember Dave talking a lot of shit about the last AAA Mania.
Well, so I watched this Triple Mania. I can tell you that this was a big, not even in just terms of production, but just in terms of the show itself. This was a way better show than some past Triple Manias have been because AAA has had like a very bad what's the word I'm looking for? It's gotten a bad rep on the internet. Every time, like it comes to like this Triple Mania show or just any of their shows where they just turn into a meme on Twitter of just all these botch spots that you're seeing. And, with WWE being involved in Triple Mania this year, show looked a lot cleaner. Matches ran a lot more smoother than previous years. It wasn't bad. It was a pretty good show. And the whole thing's on YouTube for everybody to watch too. So that's how I watched it. So,
shout out to Natty.
Yeah. So I'll go through some highlights because I won't go through the whole show. Some highlights for me was Omos returning. Hopefully he's coming to the main roster, bro. I hope to God that this was not just a one-off and they get rid of him because I saw Omos and I actually got real excited because I loved the shit he was doing in Japan. So I hope that he's coming back to the main roster. He won the Battle Royal, which had a lot of cool people. I came into that match. That was the first match on the card. And I came into the match about halfway through and started getting confused because they had a guy named Taurus that looks like the Beast Mortos. And they had a guy, I think it was Aerostar. And he also dressed very similarly to Hologram. So for a second, I thought that AEW people were on the show, and I was just like, oh man. I was like, they're about to catch an ass whooping by Tony Khan in the morning, but it was just 2 different people. So but Omos coming back, that was a highlight for me. Judgment Day as a whole was a great idea for this show. all of them killed their roles. Raquel, JD McDonough, and Finn Balor were really good in their match against Lola Vice, Nino Hamburguesa, and Mr. Iguana. Bro, this guy's gimmick is he just comes out with cheeseburgers, right? I'm not even lying, right?
The hell?
But that was a really fun match. There was a part in the match where Mr. Iguana had his iguana puppet, and then all of a sudden you see Finn Balor standing on the apron. He has something behind his back, so he pulls out a puppet version of the demon,
like the
Finn
demon?
Balor. Yeah. And then JBL was on the headphones calling it El Demonito.
Oh, God.
So
JBL
like,
there.
yeah,
I definitely got to
JBL
watch it now. Oh, my God. That guy in Mexico talking. Oh, my
JBL
God.
was on commentary for this with Corey Graves and Conan. So it was that, oh, man, it was crazy. So that was a really fun match, and I really liked that. What else was there? Natalia. Oh, my God. Natty, yeah, Natalia needs to retire officially, and they need to Natty needs to take her place because she did that gimmick in Mexico, and if you've seen it on GCW, you already know it's money. So like she did that here, guess what? It was money. So like that was awesome, and the main event was funny because I was watching the feed, and I was seeing the people in the comments while the show was going on. Dominic got huge cheers. Dragon Lee got
Dom is over in Mexico.
Yes. Dragon Lee got cheered. El Grande Americano, bro.
I saw that.
The crowd loved this man. He was singing in Spanish to the ring. They were singing every word of that he was saying. Bro, the one person in this match that got booed was the champion, El Kio de Valkingo. And it wasn't that he was just getting booed. He got booed so hard in that match that it was overshadowing at some points the other competitors that were actually getting cheered. People just don't like El Hijo del Vikingo.
Why?
And I can explain that. So we don't like none of us here, I'm assuming. I can speak for myself. I don't really care for Alberto El Patron. Yeah. Don't really care for the stuff that he was doing in the past, everything like that, all that stuff with Paige and stuff like that. I think he's kind of scum. That being said, he went back, started wrestling in AAA in Mexico. He, got in good favor with the fans there. The fans liked him, and he became the champion. So people were on board with the storylines, everything that was going on there, him being the champion and all that stuff. And then WrestleMania comes along. Triple H is like, we are taking AAA now. This is ours now. Now,
of course you fired
Triple H, with seeing all the issues that would have if you had El Patron being the champion, immediately got rid of that as soon as he could. But the fans were not happy about them shoehorning Vikingo into that place. And I don't know if it would have been different if they had put a different person in that position, but they were not happy about Alberto El Patron losing the title just because Triple H came in and bought the company. So that was the whole beef. Now, Vikingo, unfortunately, is getting all this heat when if you just look a year prior, 2 years prior, before he got injured and he was their champion for 700 days, this guy was the top face in that company. So
that's why AEW had him come over there and fight Kenny and all that.
Oh yeah.
Which I watched that match the other day again. That was
insane. Yeah, that was him in his prime too. Vikingo in his prime, that was before he got hurt. Like he was just oh man, nuts. Before Kenny went out, but altogether, there was a surprise appearance by AJ Styles too. He stopped Dirty Dom from taking the match and won it. He got a huge pop. Vikingo wins at the end. I think that this show was a slam dunk for AAA. I think this is everything that you could possibly want. In a show. It
looked good.
It looks fantastic. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and so I don't really have too many negatives about the show. It's just like I almost missed it. I just happened to be on my computer last night and then saw that it was on YouTube. I was just like, oh shoot! I was like, let me put this on. But yeah, it was a fun show to watch. So I had a good time watching it. So yeah,
there it is. Shout out to AAA and WWE so far. That's crazy because Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H were the producers. Were the producers for the show? Who would have thought Undertaker would be producing a AAA show?
Undertaker produced this show.
Him, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H together.
Oh, that's wow! I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, so it was crazy. I mean, who they can cheer all they want, he ain't there. So he went by fast too, wasn't? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Philly. I agree with you on that one too. Yeah, the time just kind of rolled right by. I think the show.
That's always good.
I think the showtime for it was like 2.5 hours, so it's like a takeover kind of. So
okay, well yeah, I'm gonna watch it probably tonight. But shout out to them, man. Real quick before we get up out of here, thoughts on the product, WWE main roster.
I'm not as high on it as I was, let's say,
last year.
I would say, because I was gonna say last WrestleMania, but I would say last year in general. Yeah, I would say if we're talking main roster last year this time around, I think I'm much more higher on the product. I remember around that time that people were starting to get down on the product, and I was like, man, this is nothing wrong with it. But
you're right.
The way my brain processes things, it takes me a little bit longer. And I think my breaking point was WrestleMania this year. You know, I think that some of the matches, I think the matches on both nights were kind of a letdown. Like, this was not a great Mania. Some of the builds for some of these matches weren't that great. The women's three-way, even though the match ended up being amazing, I remember the build for that, and it was trash. It was terrible. So
they turned Rhea into a crybaby.
Yeah, and people were cheering for it. It didn't make any sense. But
Bianca got booed. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
the one that don't even get me started. Right. But yeah. But no, I'm definitely a lot more down on the product than I was before. So I would say that before watching AEW or WWE, I think I even said this back on a podcast that I think maybe Push might have been on it too. I think I remember saying that I was more high on WWE at the time than I was even on AEW. I was like, I think that their week-to-week shows are doing fantastic. I was like, I love that their pay-per-views are great. They're going out like to different countries more. I think it's awesome. I can't really say the same thing now. It's just not hitting, you know? It's just not hitting.
For me, Raw is not that bad. Raw keeps me entertained. Like, it keeps me interested, at least for majority of the SmackDown. Though SmackDown is horrible. Like, wrestling to me in general across the board, weekly TV wrestling is bad across the board right now to me.
Get the tables. I agree with what you just said too, by the way. So I just wanted to. He said that it hasn't been the same since Cody beat Roman. I agree with you on that.
I mean, because Roman is the guy. Like, I try to tell y'all this. Roman is the guy that everybody can just pitch off of him. Once Cody finished that story, it's like, what do you have for Cody? So you turn around and you throw AJ at him, you throw Kevin Owens at him, like, and you're not gonna take the title off of Cody, and now you're messing these guys up.
And I think another thing too that's kind of messing it up is this was the Cena.
I'm gonna block you.
It was the Cena thing. It was the whole Cena storyline, the whole thing of him having the title. I think that has kind of messed up some stuff too, because before this Cody match, the matches that he was having and they were all the main events of all the shows that he was on. Every match that he was having was just subpar. Like, and I'm not even gonna hold Cena, you know, like, he's retiring and he's not gonna have those big matches and those good matches like he was having back in 2016, back in 2005. You know what I'm saying? That's just all he can do right now. But
it seems like he don't know how to wrestle as a heel. He doesn't know how to wrestle as a heel.
Yeah, he just giving people low blows. That's it.
Yeah, like he doesn't know how to be that Randy Orton character. Philly, I'm gonna block you too, man. Get up out of here. Like he doesn't know how to just be that evil character like Randy Orton is when he's a heel, where he can just slow it down, but he'll just still beat you up. As Cena is not great at that, so I actually like the heel turn because I wanted to see him turn heel. I thought it messed it up when The Rock turned around and did his thing. We already ran it on that, so I'm not even going to go there. Because we already ran it on that, right? That was the last time we went live a couple of weeks ago. So The Rock did his thing, messed it up. But Cena overall, outside of like his matches of being just, I like the run. Like I like the entrance that he did. I like the way he was talking to the crowd. Like I like the promos he was cutting. The match just wasn't great. But this random babyface turn on a Friday night SmackDown before SummerSlam, that pissed me off.
Yep.
Because like
that was wild, bro. It's just like you could have. Oh, man, I don't know.
What in the AEW Dynamite are we doing here? So, that's what I was like. Yo, are we watching Dynamite on WWE right now? Like, what is going on?
That's what I'm saying. Both of them are kind of lacking, bro. It's just it's unfortunate too. Like, you know, it used to be like I remember like back when AEW started, so Vince was still in control of WWE. I remember like at least when AEW came around, I was just like, thank the Lord. I was excited.
Different.
Every Wednesday, I couldn't wait. Like after the show was done, I was like, is it Wednesday again, bro? I was like, I'm ready to watch AEW. You know, AEW started to decline. Triple H took control of WWE. All of a sudden, Raw and SmackDown are good. I'm just like, oh hell yeah! I was like, okay. I was like, and now we get to watch these shows 2 days a week. I was like, hell yeah! I was like, so you know, AEW's lacking, but at least we still got these two shows. But we're like, what do you do now when when all the shows they ain't popping like they used to?
All of them
they ain't hitting
bad,
like they used to.
Yeah, they're all bad. And like I said, we talked about NXT. That's probably the most consistent show, but their heavyweight division is not good right now.
No.
So and they tag division really is not hidden. Like nobody tag division is hidden right now.
Oh Lord, don't even get me started on that's my.
The Hardys have ran through everybody on TNA to the point where they got a match with the Dudleys.
Yep.
And at Bound for Glory. So like it's only so many times I can see the Hardys beat the Rascals. The Hardys beat the Rascals this past Friday.
Yep, and we got freaking in AEW. The Hurt business is putting a hurt on the business of tag team wrestling bro. Like they run through too many people. It's the same thing. They're running through too many people. And you can't even say that with Raw and SmackDown. Like they just God.
So
Raw.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So Raw just has nothing. Raw has no tag teams. Like the Judgment Day are holding the titles again for like the third time already. Like, and I'm just like, because of course, like who else are you gonna give it to again? The New Day, and then what? Maybe American Made. How they haven't even gotten the title once is I don't understand it. They would rather ping pong the ball. I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know.
Like Chad leaves and that's it.
Right? And like they could still see somebody in the chat tell me if you thought the same thing or if I was just bugging. Because last night during the four-way match, there was a they had a bunch of people come out and interfere at the end. So the Judgment Day came out to interfere on behalf of Dom. LWO came out to defend Dragon Lee. And then all of a sudden, two guys wearing American flag like lucha masks came out to help. What's his name? To help Luke Kaiser. I mean, American Grande. We don't know.
So Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne.
I don't know. Who. I think it's American Made. I think American Made was underneath those masks.
Were they bigger guys? Because the people that's been on Raw, it looks like Tyler Bate and looks like Pete Dunne.
Why the hell would they be underneath those masks?
I don't know. Why the hell would Kaiser be under that mask? Like, what made him do that? Like, this makes no sense, bro. Like, Hey, come on, man. That's a clear height difference between Kaiser and Gable, man.
What are you talking? That's the same height. That's the same person. What are you talking about?
Nah, hell no.
Why are we talking about Kaiser? That's not even Kaiser. That's not.
Okay. This man he's slimmer. He's standing with his hand behind his back like he's still in Imperium. Okay.
I think I saw Tiffany Stratton giving him looks backstage too.
Yeah, there you go. He said Sammy and the Bloodline, the best WWE story. And that's I'm glad you said that, Get the Tables, because now they can't seem to find anything else for those members outside of putting them back together in some form.
Oh my God, bro.
You bring Sammy back just to team him up with Jimmy and Solo. I'm sorry, Jimmy and Jacob to take on Solo and his new bloodline. Like, they can't get away from it. They don't have nothing else for them.
They're recycling shit too much. That is great. That's great that somebody brought that up, because that has actually probably been another reason why I think that WWE is so stagnant right now, is they can't move on. The Bloodline is their ex-girlfriend that they just can't get past right now.
They can't.
Like everything they look at, that it reminds them of them. Every time they see Sami Zayn on TV, they just like, oh man, you remember that time?
Yeah.
Hey, you remember that time when you were at Royal Rumble and you got screwed over, or you screwed over Roman? So sure, let's try something again like that, except with Solo. Yeah. That's what they thinking. They're like, they're just reminiscing all the time, and they're just like, well, we got all the parts. Let's throw them together. Let's make another match. Let's make something even bigger than that. But it's just like all the stuff that you're doing. It's just like, bro, I was like, it's like, do something different. You get Sammy a legit title run. Like, get him into the title picture. Focus on that. Not have him going after these mid-card titles, because that's all you do. You make a big story for Sammy going after a mid-card title. You did that with him and Gunther for the Intercontinental title. Now you're doing that again with him and Solo. We know that Sammy is capable. Like, Sammy's the underdog, but we know he's more than capable of getting these mid-card titles. Have him go after the big gold.
And that's the thing. Like, you put this storyline with Solo and Jacob, but you low-key killing Jacob's momentum.
Yeah.
Like, Jacob should have been going after the heavyweight title right now.
Yeah.
And like, it's just not the same. Jimmy, you can't never figure out nothing with Jimmy.
Yeah.
So I don't understand it, but
it's like they put the rocket on what's his name, Jay, and then they just were like, well, we can't do anything with him. So it's very unfortunate.
Yeah, like, I don't understand why you can't figure something out for Jimmy like you did with Jay. Like, they're twins. And Jimmy has more charisma than Jay. Y'all know Jay is my guy. But the thing is, the Bloodline story ended when The Rock, yet again, The Rock. What happened? PLE.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way they're calling it that.
Yeah, stop playing.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. They're gonna counter program that with WrestlePalooza, bro.
WrestlePalooza,
if that's not if WWE does that, if that ain't on some top level trolling shit, because that would be crazy.
Yeah, I'm not falling for that. I don't listen to Wrestle Votes anyway. I don't listen to Wrestle Votes.
That would be insane.
But like, yo, you could have had a monster. Like, this guy was over more than anybody on SmackDown, Jacob Fatu, and you just kind of got him stuck right now in this bloodline, no bloodline type thing. Sammy, you bring him back and put him right back with the bloodline. Like, this, come on, man. Like, Jimmy never got out of the bloodline. Like, he's been in that story forever. I can't think of name another story Jimmy has done since 2020 outside of something with his family.
I can't. I can't think of anything.
Everybody has had an opportunity to go outside the family. Cody, Solo got to fight Cody.
Always, every week Jimmy comes out and starts big brawling Solo every week.
Yeah.
Solo does something crazy. He's just like, oh no, bro, you can't be doing that. I'm gonna have to hurt you now. Every week.
It's just, man, SmackDown is hard. Then let's get to R-Truth and this random face turn just because Cena turned face.
That's it. That was it. That was the only reason. I was watching that whole thing, and Cena's making a joke about it, bro. Truth cut his hair, dog. Like, What? So it's for nothing, bro.
Now,
Oh,
this
man,
past
bro.
Friday,
Yeah.
they tried to low key go back as it's two different personalities. With he was happy at first, and then Aleister Black came in. Who, come on, dog? I thought you was gonna do something with Aleister Black. What the hell is? I could just start naming folks. It's so many people they should be pushing on SmackDown right now. But Aleister Black comes backstage, and then Truth turns into Ron Killings for a little bit at the end. So maybe
the problem with, I can tell you right now, the problem with SmackDown is that Cody Rhodes is the champion.
Yep.
It's that, and that's I hate that I had to say that,
Yep.
but like
I'm glad you said it. Thank you.
Because like with Cody being the champion, the what is it called? Like the upper echelon, like the high card talent is all bottlenecked right now. So like there's nothing that they can do. So that means everybody else that's below is just stuck in limbo. And that's making the product suffer more. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because now we have Aleister Black, we have Carmelo Hayes, all of this great talent.
Please get him away from the Miz.
With nowhere to go. And it's stuck in these really like nothing things.
Damian Priest.
Right now you got Damian Priest going up against Aleister Black just because Priest is mad that he got kicked in the face. Even though he shouldn't have been sticking his nose in the business in the first place. So
right. He was taking it for our truth. And Aleister Black, like, yo, get out the way.
Yeah. So yeah.
So this is why I wanted him to lose at 39, and I was happy when he lost at 39. And was it 40? Yeah, he won at 40. So I was happy that he lost at 39. And then when he won at 40, I was like, it's a cool moment, cool story, but I wasn't happy about it.
No.
So like, because once Roman leave, what Cody beat Roman, dog. Like, what else can you do with Cody right now? Ain't nobody go beat him after he beat Roman. That's just like Toni Storm beating Mercedes. If she turns around and beat Athena, you can't do nothing with her. Like, who you gonna bring that's already on the roster? You have to bring somebody new.
And I don't know what this plan is with Roman right now, whether they're gonna shoehorn him into the Punk Seth feud for the title and make it a title match at next year's WrestleMania. But I don't know what's going on with Roman right now, because all the stuff that he's doing with the Vision, I'm not like, it's fine, but like for where he is and his status, I need to see him in like a bigger thing. Like if he's not going to be in this title thing, then I like fairly soon I want to see a singles match with him and Braun at least to get something out of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
I will say that this Shula Fala that Bronson Reed has is amazing. I will say that I'm a huge fan of that. The Shula Fala, that is great writing right there.
He's killing that. The tribal thief.
The tribal thief.
Yeah. Taking the man's shoes. That's
how many more shoes can he get, bro?
Nah, he shouldn't get no more. Maybe one more pair.
Oh my god,
tops.
That's gonna be crazy. Oh my lord, bro.
Yeah, if he get one
he's about
more,
he's about to run Roman's entire shoe thing.
Yeah,
bro. Roman's gonna be walking barefoot like Speedball Mike Bailey, bro.
Oh my god. Hey, tell Triple H to put a $10,000 matchup, all-star match, so Roman can win and buy some more shoes. It's just like Speedball did. Yeah, so yeah, we got random 10K matches and 40K matches on AEW. To Triple H do that, so Roman can get some more shoes. But is that anything else you got on the main roster?
I got nothing else on the main roster. Nope.
There it is. Appreciate y'all joining. I have another segment, but I'll save it for next time, so we can save time. Thank y'all for joining. Appreciate you on YouTube. Appreciate you on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button. If you're scared to join us, hey, don't be scared. Get over there. Get over that fear. Appreciate it, J Cross, man. Thank you for watching, bro. Like, for real, man. I appreciate you always coming through on whatever we're streaming. So sports podcast will be back this Thursday, by the way. We'll get the table, so make sure y'all come in. And likewise, this year, this is our 4th season, which is crazy. It's already 4th season with him. I'm gonna open it up just like I'm opening it up for the wrestling. Like, so if you want to come in and talk sports, the link will be it will be pinned in the comment section, so you can come talk sports this year. Just don't get us banned. Y'all already know. Like, as soon as you say something crazy, you up out of here. So I'm not losing my channels because you can't control your mouth. So let's keep it cordial. Talk your noise. Y'all know I'm here for all the trash talk. Y'all got plenty of content and stuff y'all can do with the Cowboys alone. So and then we traded Luka Doncic to the Lakers. So y'all got plenty of content. Plenty of things you can talk trash to me about. So I'm all with it. Come have fun. Just don't say nothing too crazy and get us banned. That's all. So he said I'm game for that. And Lamar Champion, yeah, bro, loud, hot mic. Lamar, I think we're cool on NCAA because I normally pull for Michigan. I believe you're a Michigan fan, right? Versus Ohio State. So I think we're actually good on that in that sport. I don't know about anything else. Speaking of Ohio State, I got Ohio State fans pissed at me right now on Facebook, but that's another story. I'll say that for Thursday too. He said we had things to talk about before September 4th. Yeah, and the Lions. Okay. I'm gonna try to remember that. So you and Dave are Lions fans. Dark, if you catch us on Thursday, come on through, talk noise with your Eagles, man. You got all this ugly green behind you right now, and I see the hat over here. Hey,
hold on a second. I think I saw something on here. I didn't.
Oh yeah, my bad, dog. What happened, bro? What happened? He disappeared, y'all. What happened to him? He disappeared. What happened to Dark? What happened?
Oh, shoot. That's right, baby.
Whatever, man.
Can't be censored.
Enjoy you too. Enjoy you too. You got 3 more to go. Hey, thanks to Netflix, Cowboys haters can no longer say, "Oh, you need a VCR to watch the Cowboys Super Bowl," because Netflix got it on Netflix now with the documentary. So shout out to the documentary and Jerry Jones for that. That's the only thing he's good for. That's the only thing he's good for. So, oh my God, I'm gonna try my best not to rant Thursday, but I got one that's
it's coming out.
I got one that's brewing. So he said I got my noggin about Super Bowl hat. Say,
Philly,
hey man,
let's go.
It's gonna be a good year. It's gonna be a tough NFC East this year because even the Giants got some talent now. So it's gonna be he said Betamax. That's messed up, dog. Yeah, it's gonna be a good season. Interesting. It's gonna be an interesting season. But anything you want to shout out, Dart?
I'm working on something in behind the scenes, just still testing out some stuff, but I want to have some things on stream. I want to start streaming again. So but I want to do something different. So hopefully you guys will see that soon. Like I said, I'm still just testing some things out, but the more I know about that, the more I'm sure about that coming out. I'll have an update for y'all.
There it is. We finally getting Dark back, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting them back. I'm slowly coming back, and we're getting Dark back, ladies. We getting back to it, y'all. We are getting back to it. So, he say feet streams are always. Lamar, get out of here, bro. I'm about to put you in timeout for real, bro. What's wrong with you, man?
Bro,
see, this is what. See,
come into my chat, say that. Come into my chat and say that. See what happens.
Yeah, get him out. Go ahead, get him out.
We're crashing out today. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's your team again? Detroit Lions. It makes sense. It makes sense. So, but appreciate y'all joining, man. So as we leave, there's a new intro that I made today, right before the show, which is also our outro now. So please watch it. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching again, and you will see us here on this platform in another 2 weeks, I believe.
Yes, sir.
We do every other week here for this. So and then Thursdays, like I said, we'll be back this Thursday. We'll get the tables with Tony. So yeah, man, let me know what y'all think. And then until next time, man, y'all be safe.
Say I'm the biggest. the largest.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
The biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest.
Yes! I love that!
It's called a promo,
Shut
kid.
your
And
mouth,
if you want to
John.
be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it. So go ahead.
Acknowledge me. These people, these are all my people because they acknowledge me. Let me talk to ya. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Me and my hot husband are the greatest wrestling couple of all time.
Make sure he hoards all that money so he can give it to all the new ex-WWE guys he keeps bringing in. That can't lace my goddamn boots!
But wait a minute, at one point that would have been you and your...
Everything I touch turns to gold. There is nothing I can't do.
You can't see him anymore.
Hey, say the sound.